Foldable phone fans know all too well that for the first several years of the existence of these sorts of devices, Samsung was the only game in town. That was until last year when everything kind of exploded. Not only did we get the Pixel Fold, we also got the OnePlus Open. Suddenly competition was much fiercer for Samsung. OnePlus Open in particular, I think, stole the hearts and minds of a lot of people with just how good of a product it ended up being. The camera performance was great. The screens were great. The performance overall was great. There's even quite a bit of really nice software improvements added to Android with this device. But strangely enough, for 2024, it appears as though that trend may be going in the other direction with the level of competition available to Samsung, and let's just say Google as well, actually going down. So we're going to be looking at this article from a website called hankyoung.com. Now, the main thrust of this article is nothing about OnePlus. You can see here, Huawei is about to apparently launch a double folding phone, a twice folding phone, simultaneously targeting Galaxy Fold and the iPad. Which, I mean, let's be honest, that's pretty cool, right? A phone that opens up once and then opens up again to be the size of like a full tablet is pretty cool. But unfortunately, Huawei just has almost no footprint in North America because of, well, a lot of reasons I'm not going to be getting into in this video. The part I am going to talk about is primarily this paragraph here. As Huawei is betting on foldable phones, major Chinese smartphone operators such as Oppo and Vivo have decided to withdraw from the foldable phone market. And the reasoning for that apparently is because Oppo and Vivo's folding phone market share has just been dropping rather significantly. It says right there on the screen, their market share dropped, and so they're taking a step back away from folding phones. Now, if you do not know, Oppo and Vivo are owned by the same parent company as OnePlus. And not only is that true, when you look at something like the OnePlus Open, you have to know that the Oppo Find N3 was the exact same device. This is a rebadged Oppo phone. So if Oppo is stepping back from folding phones, that almost certainly means that OnePlus is also sort of by proxy stepping back from folding phones as well. Now, this should immediately strike you as quite concerning. What do we mean when we say that they're going to withdraw from the foldable phone market? Is this a permanent decision? Are they simply stepping back temporarily? What exactly is going on? Well, luckily, we have some clarification in a tweet here from this individual. They are a tech leaker. You can see here, tech blogger, about 5,000 followers. I don't know a lot about this person, okay? So take this with a pinch of salt, added on top of this prior report from a Korean publication with its own pinch of salt. As usual, we're talking about rumors here. But they said it's basically confirmed Oppo will not release the Find N5 series this year, and thus no OnePlus Open 2 as well. Now, I just noticed that he said Oppo Find N5, and I wonder if that's for the same reason that Mob Voice skipped the TicWatch Pro 4 and went from the 3 to the 5. There's some sort of superstition there, so that's kind of interesting. Neither here nor there. But again, saying no N5 coming this year, so no OnePlus Open coming this year. But Chun, who is someone that more of you probably know, they're a little bit more of a reputable tech leaker than this individual who, you know, apologies to, no slight against you, I'm just not that familiar with you. They responded, was scheduled for next year instead, uses Snapdragon 8 Gen 4. So, kind of, you know, wipe the sweat from your brow on that one. It doesn't appear, at least according to these individuals, that they are done making folding phones, just that they're taking the year off. Now, if we want to look for the silver lining in that potentially stormy cloud, I think it is that the OnePlus Open is a tremendously great device. It is extremely fast. Let's be honest, it's as fast as you could probably, in terms of just raw horsepower. Do you really need something that is more powerful than this? Probably not. What it needs is more continued software support. So maybe if they're not focusing on building new hardware, they can continue building out the software feature set as they have actually been doing pretty darn well here for the last couple of months with, quite a few fairly large updates and some AI features coming to this device as well. Things like their own version of a magic eraser, which actually uses generative ed. I believe it's actually rolled out in some regions already. So that's good, right? Maybe we just focus on what is already tremendous hardware with the original OnePlus Open. You might also see, maybe as it gets to that year mark, maybe even longer, the price dropping a little bit more to help it kind of continue competing against these newer devices, because yes, the Z Fold 6 and the Pixel Fold 2 are coming as well. For someone like me who tries to cover as many of these phones as possible, I breathe a small sigh of relief, because that's one more folding phone that I don't have to try and figure out if I'm going to have to budget in to purchase. So that's my own little silver lining. Maybe those of you that own the OnePlus Open maybe see it a similar way. You're not going to have the Open 2 FOMO. You're just going to stick with the same device. Now, of course, it will be very, very interesting to see what sort of impact that makes, right? Samsung sort of gets to step back into a world where instead of being one of 3 available foldables to purchase, again, in North America, I know you can import other devices, you know what I'm saying. Now it's back to a one-on-one battle, and let's be honest, the Pixel Fold did not really wow the masses as much as I loved it, and as much as a lot of you watching this video on my YouTube channel probably loved it as well. The Z Fold probably maintained a pretty healthy lead, and it seems as though even though the Z Fold 6 might be an iterative release, it is probably going to continue with a pretty healthy lead as people jump ship to that device with no competition from OnePlus, and Google still kind of finding out what they want to do. It seems like they're going to go with an entirely new design, new aspect ratio for the Pixel Fold 2. Will that positively impact their sales or negatively? Hard to say, but it's going to be very interesting to watch how it plays out. There you go, guys. If you're wondering why we had not been hearing any rumors about a OnePlus Open 2 or an Oppo Find N5, it appears as though that is because those devices are not coming this year. You're going to have to wait extra long. This is sort of shades of Surface Duo, right? We expected a Duo 2 to come, and then it skipped the year, and then it came out, and it was a lot better. So hopefully the Open 2 is a similar situation. But in the meantime, if you were waiting, you were holding out, maybe just go with the OnePlus Open that is already in existence, because it's probably going to be the only one you're going to get for a little while. Coincidentally, I'll drop a link down below to not only my own long-term review, but also an affiliate link to purchase the OnePlus Open. If you click the link and make a purchase, I earn commission, so keep that in mind, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content just like this, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.